Man, I'm lost for words, bro. I'm genuinely just lost for words. I don't know what else I can really say. It's the same. It's the same bullshit every week, bro. Every week, this team just makes the same mistakes. Lack of urgency, lack of initiative, complacent. Like I don't know what to say anymore to defend this team. Like I'm lost for words at this point. I'm lost for words. You can see, I'm frustrated. But yeah, guys, Barcelona tied 3-3 to Club Brugge. 3-3. Wow. Wow. Every week I just come into these teams like, hopefully, maybe we'll respond. Maybe we'll finally wake up. Maybe we'll fix our problems. But no. No, we're still committing the same mistakes. We still look way below average. Nowhere near what we were last season. And, man, at this point, it's just very worrying. Very, very worrying that Barcelona are getting dominated, are getting cooked this easily by a team like Club Brugge. Because I don't even want to imagine a Bayern Munich. I don't want to imagine other teams that clearly will be better than us. We already saw it with PSG. We saw it a bit with Madrid. Again, they weren't like massive defeats where we lost by 4 or 5, but it's still a matter of how easy they made it look, where we just were nowhere near good enough. We didn't compete. And today, I would say we competed because it's a 3-3, but let's be honest. Only one person competed today. Only one person was actually trying. Only one person we were relying in this game, and that is Lamine Yamal. That is Lamine Yamal. Out of all these players that we're looking at right here, out of all these players from the lineup, the only player that can take any ounce of respect from this game, any ounce of credit, is Lamine Yamal. What a performance he put up today. What a performance he put up. I tweeted earlier, hey, Lamine Yamal is our Messi. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Because a player comparing him to Messi is obviously, out of this world, right? Is something we really shouldn't do. But I'm saying he's our Messi, where we have to rely on him to make something work for us because the team and the players around him are not good enough. They're not good enough. They didn't perform anywhere near enough for Lamine's performance to be justified at all. To have a justified scoreline, to have a justified result. Because, wow, the way Lamine was playing is like he wanted to win, while the rest was like, Lamine, you got it, bro. You got it. We'll let you do everything. We'll try to help you. Maybe we'll try to help you, but clearly that was nowhere near the case. But it's giving me flashbacks to the past where we had to rely only on Messi to do everything for us, while the rest of the team is just like, and then Lamine's doing everything. Ridiculous, bro. But still, what a performance from Lamine Yamal. Literally the only reason we even tied this game up and got away with something. Because let's be honest, we should have lost this game. We would have deserved to lose this game. If Lamine Yamal for some reason wasn't available, I don't even want to imagine what the scoreline would have been. It would have been easily 3-0, 4-0 because of how bad we've been. And again, just relying solely on Lamine Yamal to do anything for us because he had his fingerprints in every single one of our goals today. Man, nowhere near good enough. But the lineup that Hansi Flick decided to go with: Chesney in goal, backline of Jusco, Araujo, Eric Garcia, Alejandro Balde, midfield de Casado, Fermin Lopez, Frankie de Jong, and up top Lamine Yamal, Ferran Torres, and Rashford. Literally the same lineup that we saw against Elche. The exact same lineup. Again, considering our players that we're missing, considering players we just got back, this is the strongest lineup that Hansi Flick can really go for. As of now, obviously now we have Dani Olmo back, we have Lewandowski back, so we'll see if he makes any changes later on in the next game that we have this weekend against Celta Vigo. We'll see, man. So I'm worried about that one for sure, but this is the strongest lineup really we can put up. I know people are going to critique, why did Jules Koundé start in the game? Why does he continue to have trust with him? For me, it's a matter of one or two things. One, he wants to continue to try and show that he trusts Jules Koundé to hopefully get him back to the level that he once was, or because of the injuries. Obviously, Christensen is out, and I'm pretty sure after the Elche game, it was said that Kubarsi wasn't 100%. I mean, he came into the 90th minute. He only played for a couple minutes. So I think Kubarsi right now is not 100%. That's probably another reason why Koundé is still playing, because today Koundé, man, still many worrying things about him. Genuinely, I don't understand his level right now. And for Club Brugge, just the lineup right there. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know all these players, but from Club Brugge, the players that I'll give so much credit for, and I was like very impressed with the performance, was obviously Forbes, Carlos Forbes. Well, he's 21. He does not look 21. He looks older than that. But what a performance he had today, and their captain, Hans Vanaken. Yeah, he 30. He looks 33 for sure, and you can tell from his experience, maturity on the pitch today that he is that age because he put up a great performance as well. Those are the two players I would give, and then of course the defensive line I guess at points because that first half they scored very early on. They scored in the 6th minute, and for me it looked offside. I don't know. I'm not going to use that as an excuse for us not winning this game or getting a result from this game. But of course, those obviously have effect in the game and how the game goes, right? But for me, he looked offside. And throughout the rest of the game, what they usually do is show you, okay, this is why we called it onside because they went to VAR for like a minute, not even probably less than a minute to decide, okay, if it's a goal or not. They decided if it was a goal, he was onside. But for me, he looked offside. I don't know if I'm gonna get copyrighted for this. If I do, whatever. It's not like I'm making money from this. Right there. That's the only replay that they showed to show that he was onside. I don't know. Right there, he doesn't look anywhere near offside. No, I mean onside. He doesn't look anywhere near onside right there. They apparently said Jules Koundé was apparently the one that kept him on, but I'm like, where? I don't know. Maybe I don't know the rules. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I'm blind. But I rewatched it like 50 times to see if he actually onside, and he looked offside every single time to me. So I don't know. And throughout the whole 90, they didn't show it again. They didn't show the replay again. They didn't show the lines to show that who kept them on. Never once. Never once. Maybe they did it after the show, that post show that they do with Thierry Henry and all those guys. Maybe they showed it there, but I didn't see it. Maybe I'm blind, whatever. But again, I'm not using an excuse. But they score early on, easy, very too easy. And that's another question mark on Araujo because Araujo was kind of close to Tresoldi to maybe catch up to him. We expect Araujo to be the ones to catch up when we're going to get caught off on the offside. And Forbes literally made just an easy sweaty to Tresoldi and boom, they scored. But yeah, terrible defending. And maybe if we had John Garcia, he probably would have saved that first goal because I think John Garcia would have made himself bigger. Maybe Chesney a little too easy, but it's also a sweaty goal. So what can you really do? So we go down very early, right? And then we tie it up. With a beautiful pass from Lamine Yamal to Fermin. Fermin, beautiful sweaty to Ferran, and Ferran scores. Finally, boom, Ferran gets his goal back. We're tied up. Then minutes later, again, they score on us again from terrible defending. A corner kick. Lamine Yamal took a terrible corner. They clear it. Araujo hits it back into their box, and then the ball is bouncing, and then Vanaken with a beautiful pass to Forbes. I think it was to Forbes or this guy, Tizolis, and they hit us on a counterattack. And yeah, Balde had no chance to do anything there. He was completely left alone. Terrible defending. Again, just everyone, when I rewatched it back, everyone jogging, walking back, jogging back. While Forbes is getting ready for a counterattack, this Tizolis guy is getting ready for a counterattack. Everyone's just jogging back. Oh, look, all right. Well, who's going to get the ball back? No one put any type of pressure on Vanaken. Actually, the player who actually tried to put pressure on Vanaken was Fermin Lopez. And that's probably a mistake because Frankie was right there as well. He probably should have put pressure on him instead. But Fermin tried to put pressure on him. He went to attack him to try to get the ball back. And what did he do? He left Balde alone by himself in the back, basically. And that's pretty much. And then Vanaken with an easy pass to Forbes 1-2 with Tizolis, and then boom, he's through. Easy goal. Easiest goal they could have scored. Embarrassing defending. Embarrassing. Again, it's just a lack of urgency. The press today was horrendous, bro. Yet again, the press throughout this game was terrible, bro. The amount of times they easily just got through us. Easy 1-2s go, boom, hit us. So bad. And again, this is why I give Vanaken so much credit because he was the main focal point alive throughout that game where he was open so many times, completely left alone, and opened up play for his team. I thought he had a great game. But even though we went down, I thought in the first half there were still many positives for sure. I thought we were definitely knocking on the door to get a goal. We definitely had opportunities like Ferran Torres. Lamine, another beautiful pass to Ferran, and then Ferran tries to dink it over the goalie and it goes out. I'm just like, bro, when are you going to finally fix up and show that you're actually capable of being a Barcelona striker? Because at this point, you're just showing that you have to be a substitute. Because, wow, come on, bro. How are you getting these opportunities and missing them completely? missing them completely, bro. You have to be scoring these opportunities. The little opportunities you get, you have to be scoring, especially in a game where you were literally seeing how defensive Club Brugge were playing. And I don't blame that. I'm not gonna complain about that, because what do you expect? What do we expect? That's the expectation where we're going up against a team that obviously aren't at our level, right? I would assume are not on our level, right? So that's the expectation. So I don't care that they're playing defensive. That's what we expect. But it's just a matter of these opportunities are given to you and you're completely missing them. Unacceptable. But again, in that first half, I thought we were still knocking on the door. We were still getting close. We were creating chances, but just not enough to get that second goal. From the positives, at least I can get from that first half, I thought Balde and Rashford's link-up play was great. Finally, we're seeing a little bit more of an improvement. I thought Balde was great going forward, making some great, passes into the box, some great link-up play with Rashford. Fermin was very on it on that first half. He was, taking shots, opening up plays, creating as well. I thought he was pretty good that first half. Ferran, decent, but not enough. Not enough. He should have scored that second goal. Lamine Yamal, again, just cooking, absolutely doing a great job throughout the whole game. But yeah, we were on it. We were knocking on the door for second half, and that gave me good sensations for the second half to be like, all right, we can get something from this game. We're attacking. Okay, we gave up 2 stupid goals, but let's wake up now and get something from this game. But then the second half happened. And again, just embarrassing, bro. Embarrassing. Lamine Yamal again. Lamine Yamal was the star from that second half. He was genuinely the star from that second half. Literally, absolutely no chance for this team to get back on it without Lamine Yamal. Literally just giving the ball to Lamine every single second, just saying, here, try to do something for us, try to save us. Throughout the stream, I was like, bro, this is Lamine we've been wanting to see. This was his best performance this season. This is Lamine we wanted to see, literally giving me flashbacks to the Inter game where I'm like, wow, he's the one influencing for us. He's the one that's changing the game for us, because without him, no one else is doing it. Because Rashford that second half was quiet. Fermin, he slowed down so much in that second half. Ferran, basically useless in the second half. He had to be taken off early in the second half. No one else was good enough. No one else was good enough at Lamine's level. We actually hit crossbar twice in that second in the whole game in general. Koundé with a great shot, but he hits crossbar. A little bit of fingertips on the goalkeeper for Club Brugge. We didn't get a corner for that, which is weird. And then Eddie Garcia, who hit a banger shot and just hit the crossbar. It was unfortunate, but that would have been a golazo. Definitely his best goal of his career if he would have scored that. But besides that, it was all Lamine. And then Lamine, the main figure for us to get back into the game for the second goal. Wow, what a goal. Messi-esque right there. Just running through the middle, running through everyone, dribbling past everyone. Great little back heel from Fermin as well. Beautiful goal to get us back into the game. So I thought. Because literally, as I'm celebrating, still celebrating from the beautiful goal that Lamine scored, doing the crown celebration, everything, celebrating. The camera pans to them almost scoring on us immediately from kickoff. What are we doing there? Again, just terrible defending. How easy they just get through us. How easily they just open us up. And thank God Forbes I don't know how he missed that. I genuinely don't know how he missed that. But he blessed us there. Forbes just hits it over the crossbar, but wow. Literally, we're celebrating, and then the camera pans to them, Hitter's going to counterattack and almost scoring on us. I was like, wow. Paramount, whoever controls the cameras, I don't know who does it. Fix up, because how are you doing that? They did it twice, actually. They literally did it for the third goal as well. The third goal, again, I forgot what was happening from our end, but boom, immediately the camera pans to them hitting us on a counter. Forbes just threw on goal, and then he scores it. I'm like, what just happened? What just happened? I'm seeing them showing a replay or showing the fans or something. I don't know what they were showing. I forgot. And then they go back to the game, and then Forbes just threw on goal. I'm like, okay, first of all, fire the cameraman. And second of all, what just happened? How did we just let them through again? What is our defense doing? And then they showed the extra replay, and I'm like, Jesus Christ. Again, terrible pressing, terrible defending. Balde just gets got behind. I guess he didn't see him. I don't know what it was. But so bad, bro. Just so bad. And again, the focal point, Vanaken, beautiful pass to Forbes, and then Forbes, easy standard finish for him. My God, bro. Oh, my God, bro. The defense is just horrendous. And it just leads to the question we've been having all season. Hansi Flick, Are you gonna change something? Are you gonna change something? I know he's not. I don't think he is. But at this point, it's just a matter of if the attack is not doing it enough for us to win these games, and clearly the defense is still playing a significant role of us not winning games as well. Shouldn't common sense be change something, figure something out? Because if you're going to be one dimensional where you're just leaning only towards one tactic and teams figure it out and the players are clearly not playing good enough, then what do we expect from the season? What do we expect? We expect failure. We expect nothing. We're not going to win anything at this point. Because I don't blame fully on just the high line and the tactics, because these individuals themselves have not been good either. But it's just a matter of if you're seeing the defense is not good enough, if you're seeing every individual is not being good enough either, then you have to change something to adapt to how bad they've been. You have to change something. It's just major question marks because we just kept playing the high line. Of course, there are moments where it works, but then there are moments where we get exposed like we did today. There are moments. But it's just a matter of that third goal pissed me off. I mean, that third goal pissed me off because of just how bad we were defending. Just how bad. We also had a clear chance. Lamine could have tied it up. I think Lamine had a great chance where he was in the box and then he just shoots it at the goalie. But wow, it was just so bad defensively. When a disaster show from us defensively. I don't even know what to say anymore at this point. I don't know what Hansi Flick is going to do to change this up, but clearly it's part of the individuals not performing, and it's clearly the system is not working with these guys because they just get easily exposed. Easily exposed. Again, the first goal, I'm saying that there's controversy because he looked offside. I'm saying that. But the second goal, just terrible pressing and just leaving Balde by himself. And the third goal, again, highlining just for them to easily get past us. It's not good enough. Well, we have to change something. If we don't change something, we're done. It's over. We're not winning anything because the better teams are going to expose us even more. Especially, again, when no one else in that second half performed going forward besides Lamine. Dani Olmo came in. Lewandowski came in. They did nothing. They had no influence at all. No influence at all for us to get back into this game. Again, the third goal, Lamine Yamal crosses it in, and boom, we get an own goal. It's lucky as hell. I didn't even celebrate it. Go back to the stream. I did not celebrate it in the slightest because I was just disgusted with our overall performance, and I was just scared that they were going to hit us again and score on us. I was just scared at that point. I was like, all right, we scored, but what are the chances now that we're going to concede immediately after? They were high. They were high for sure. But Jesus, man, I don't know what to say at this point. I'm lost for words. I'm lost for words with this performance. And then they get a fourth goal, which was ruled as a foul. Which is clearly a foul because, first of all, I don't know what Szczesny, I don't know what was he, like, just pass the ball, bro. We know you're not good with your feet. Just give up the ball. I don't know why you're playing that kind of dangerous game late into the game, but okay. And thankfully he gets clipped, he gets dragged. Because if not, then that goal would have just summed up the whole game and how bad we've been. How bad we've been, man. He gets away with it, but I don't know. Just pass it next time, bro. Don't play like this. Don't play with our feelings like this. But overall, bro, what can I say? Terrible. Individuals. Balde, I thought he had a decent game. Yes. Two of those goals, maybe you can blame him. Maybe. The second, I mean, but the counterattack from the corner, you can't blame him. He can't do anything there. The third goal, maybe a bit because he probably should have stuck on him on Forbes. But at the same time, they were trying to keep everyone offside. But, yeah, our press was just terrible. Defending was terrible. Eddie Garcia, I thought he was decent, made some decent recoveries, but it's just overall the defense. We can't give any credit because of how easily they got through us. Like how easily they just got through us. Araujo, all right, won some physical duels, but again, it's the defense. It's hard to give anyone the credit from the defense. Jules Koundé, man, another poor performance, bro. I can't lie. Like literally, every time he was in one-on-one situations, all they had to do is cut in, boom, they cook us. Cut in, boom, he's cooked. Boom, cut in, boom, he's cooked. Cut in, boom, he's cooked. It's so easy to get past Koundé at this point, bro. Even when this other guy came in, I think it was this guy, just easily cooked Koundé. Easily, bro. Easily, Koundé just allows everyone to attack him and just cause problems. Like, it's so bad. Frankie de Jong, I thought he was just alone in that midfield. Casado had practically no involvement. I barely even noticed he was involved in the game. I don't know what he was doing today. The only involvement I saw him was when we were on their half trying to attack and they were playing defensive and he would just pass the ball back and forth. That's pretty much it. Lamine, clear man of the match. Outstanding performance from him. Rashford, that first half, I thought he was involved, positives, but that second half, practically nothing. The only good thing he really did was one cross into the box to Lewandowski, but that's pretty much it. Nothing much from him in that second half. Fermin, first half was great. Second half, I thought he slowed down. He slowed down a lot. Of course, he had a great influence for the Lamine second goal, but I thought that second half he turned down a level for sure. And Ferran, poor performance. I don't care if he got the goal. Poor performance from Ferran overall. And from there on, again, Forbes amazing, Vanaken amazing. I'm sure the other players had a great performance too, but I don't want to really focus much on them. Dani Olmo, Lewandowski came on, practically useless, didn't really do anything. Rooney, I barely even noticed he came on, and these guys really couldn't have any influence. Gerard Martin and Kubarsi really couldn't have any influence either, considering they came on in the 90th minute, and at that point, it was done. Man, I'm so frustrated. And I'm worried now for this game on the weekend against Celta Vigo, because when we go away to them, yeah, we suffer. Especially if Aspas plays, then we're going to suffer. We're going to suffer. But guys, I don't know what to say anymore at this point. Something has to change. Like, it's something we're repeating every week at this point. What else can I say anymore? What else can I say? I'm just frustrated. I'm just frustrated with the team that we're on this season. I'm so frustrated. Hopefully when Pedri comes back, because we were definitely lacking someone to control the game for us. Hopefully when Pedri comes back. Hopefully when Rafinha comes back, positives can change. But the worrying part is just the defense. That is the main worrying part. Because we can have players in the attack that can fill up gaps of how bad we've been defensively. They can fill up and change those things like Lamine did for us. Try to change the perspective of the game. But then when we have performances like this where we're continuously conceding easily, where the other team, when the other team's coach before the game comes out and says, Barcelona shouldn't come at us with any type of confidence because we will attack them. And clearly they did. Clearly they had a strategy like any other team will have the same strategy to break us down and beat us. I don't know. Something has to change, or we just stand no chance and we can just write the season off. I've been trying to stay positive and saying, hey guys, we're still in it, and we are still in it. We're only 5 points behind Madrid. We're in the Champions League table where we're still down there. Now we're in the 11th, okay, but of course we still have more games to come. Next is Chelsea. Even though Chelsea tied today in a very embarrassing manner, it's a matter of how bad we've been, and considering we're not going to probably get our players back like Pedri and Rafinha, it's going to be worrying. So we're still in these competitions. Copa del Rey hasn't started yet for us. And Supercopa, maybe we can win that. Maybe in a one-off game against Real Madrid, we reach them in the final. If we beat Athletic Club, that's the other question too. Maybe we'll get a trophy this season, but it's not good enough, bro. It's not good enough. I don't want to be like Real Madrid where they play poor, like how they played poor in the past, play terrible performances, put up terrible performances, and then win. I don't want to be like that. Yes, winning is feel nice, but you want your team to perform. You want your team to put up good performances. Deservingly show why they should have won that game. Not because they won it off of one little attack, one little counterattack, and that's it. Where they were getting cooked and pummeled and looked embarrassed throughout the whole game. And then one little moment, they won the game. No, I don't want that. I want this team to perform every minute and show why they're one of the best teams. We'll see. We'll see if things change. But if not, man, it's looking tough. Well, yeah, guys, that was the video for today. Let me know in the comments what you guys thought about the game. What were your sensations for the game? Who was your man? No, I'm not even going to ask you who was your man of the match. Clearly, the only man of the match we can give any type of credit to was Lamine Yamal. He was practically our man of the match. Let me know if you guys have any thoughts of what we can change, what must change, whatever the case may be. But yeah, guys, it's looking worrying out here. Much love. Take care. Peace.